Today, I'm going on live. I'm gonna bring a bit of a guest on. I'm gonna call him a guest. Somebody's gonna go on live with me. James, who's a comedian. So everybody expecting to be really funny, but not as funny as me. No, he collects basketball jerseys. He's followed the Throwback store since the beginning. So I'm gonna get him on live, have a little chat with him.
Hello.
How are we doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, man. How are you?
I'm good. Trying to stay as safe as possible in this crazy world.
Me too, mate. It's mad, isn't it?
Gonna go through your jersey collection.
First of all, the Raptors Valanciunas number that I got in Toronto. I've only worn it once, but I've hardly ever touched it. But
It's such a sick. Do you know what
it's
all
mad,
of
isn't
those
it?
ones were? The Adidas, that's Adidas, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Adidas ones were so good, but like nobody really got onto it. Whereas this season now they brought the white one back. Everybody's like, I actually had a guy the other day inbox me and say I'd put on. It must have been about 3 months ago. I'd put on a white Damon Stoudemire jersey.
Yeah.
His rookie year or the year after, the white one. And some guy messaged me and said that jersey's fake. Nike make these jerseys. Champion don't make them. I was like, no,
Yeah.
this is from like '96, and he's like, no, Nike make these jerseys. I was like, okay, I'll leave it there. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try and explain this to you because obviously you've made your mind up with this one.
Next one is so I got that while I was in Toronto. I got this while I was in Toronto as well. This is the previous Raptors jersey, the
The
road.
Rosen.
Really prefer this design to the new one. I don't like the numbers and fonts on the new one. Um, I prefer this. What
The
time they changed? It might have been 2015,
the
2016.
thing is with the Nike jerseys, when they first come out, it was great because they had like the little connect thing, and you could connect it to your phone, and it was like,
Oh,
oh,
nice.
it's really really cool. But then, like on a couple of mine, the numbers have started to come away. So then I was like, oh. Whereas the Adidas ones last
Yeah,
literally forever.
everything's like stitched in. The quality is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I've never worn this. This still got the tag on, but I have to cop this. This is the Buffalo
Oh,
Braves Kawhi Leonard. It's so nice. It's
it
just,
is. It's amazing. It is amazing that jersey.
and they've only worn it. I've only seen them wear it about twice or three times maybe.
Yeah.
But it's so nice.
It's so sick. I had one on the store. I think it was a Paul George though. But just the design of it, I can't imagine what like an authentic version of that would be like. Like the
Yeah,
quality would be insane with all the different things going on it.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
This one booking the trend a little bit. Off NBA. I've got quite a lot of family in New Zealand, and this is a New Zealand Breakers
Breakers.
jersey
Yeah.
with
Oh, is that
with
made by And One as well?
yeah, and one yeah. Hold on, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
That's
I got this
awesome.
years and years ago, but it's
Just one of
phenomenal.
them kind of that just stays. I've got a couple of like random ones. Like I've got a Fenerbahce one that's
Oh my,
signed by
that's
all the
sick.
team. My cousin who lives in Philadelphia, somebody he worked with, his son played for Fenerbahce, so he got him
Really?
all the team to sign the jersey and sent it over to me, which was pretty cool. How did you get into like the stand-up comedy stuff?
Good question. Well, when I was about sort of 15, I kind of really sort of started watching it loads. I'd watched
Yeah,
it when I was like a kid growing up. And then when I was in about year 10, no, year 11, sorry, a mate of mine was doing a gig with his band for like money for the local church. And he went, "Do you want to come and do some stand up? Because I know you've been wanting to try it for ages." And I was like, I can do, yeah. I was like, yeah, that'll be that good. That'll be a great
yeah,
idea. And then the night of the performance, I was shitting myself. I was like,
I can't
I
even
can't.
imagine what, because no matter what you do, like it's like boxing, I suppose. It's just you.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
nobody else. You can't look for somebody else. It's
Yeah,
just you, and that's it.
yeah, I can't like, yeah, yeah, I can't turn to someone and be like, can you
Come
tell me
on.
what to say, please?
What-
But what I did do was, I kind of did turn to someone. I panicked. I did have some jokes written down, and I bought a pack of penguins, and what I did was I went on stage
And
and
open the penguins and read the
I,
jokes.
I told the joke of the penguin and went, well,
Hmm.
if you don't like the joke, you can have the penguin.
Oh my god! So it's like sympathy laughs. Oh no! I've actually got. I've actually got. I've only got two tattoos of, apart from my dogs, of actual people
Right.
on me, and one of them is of Richard Pryor, and the other
Oh,
one's
nice.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, awesome.
So I've always been like massively into stand-up comedy, like
Oh, that's
really,
brilliant.
really hugely into stand-up comedy. I've always thought I'd love to do that, but the, do you know what? I can be in a room full of, I don't know, 30 people and talk to anybody and talk to every person. But it's that thing of, if it goes wrong here,
Yeah.
you're there and your soul will be sucked from your body and nobody can help you.
Yeah, it's the after that one, like the vicar came up to me and said that she didn't like it. And I was like, "If you don't like it, I doubt God is gonna." But I've had that before. Like, before I could drive, my mum and dad drove me to a gig uh, once, and it was so bad. I went on just died, like completely bombed. And there was a couple sat next to my mum and dad, and my mum told me this after I'd been off. She went, a man turned to his wife and went, "That lad was fucking shite." And my mum leaned over to him and went, "That's my son, actually." And the guy went, "Well, you should probably tell him." I was like, next one, bit not worn this either. I probably should. This is the old Elijah one.
Yeah, Rockets.
I'm not really. It's a love-hate relationship with that logo. I think some days I'm like, I really like that,
Yeah.
and then
Again,
yeah,
again, in the authentic version of that, it's like it's like a tackle, like a shiny dazzle twill kind of thing on the logo, and it looks insane. Like
yeah,
looks amazing. But I know what you mean. It doesn't remind me of that team. It reminds me of
yeah,
Steve Francis.
yeah.
Is who that
Same.
jersey reminds me of.
If I had like, if that was Steve Francis instead of Elijah, I'd be like, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't scream Elijah to me. That, but
So
I don't mind it. It's all right. Have got made up for the previous one. I've got the Rockets OG Elijah one.
see, that's what screams Elijah one to me.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
one.
Yeah. Um, this one bit special. It's the I think you've got this on the website actually. Steve
Oh
Smith.
yes, yeah, the gold logo, Steve
Yeah.
Smith.
Now, what does the gold logo like? I always want to ask that. What does that mean?
So it was NBA at 50. It was 50 years of the NBA.
Right.
So
Okay.
they wore the gold logo in the 96, 97 season. Uh,
Right.
so basically, they chose the best. It was just the NBA at 50, so they chose the 50 greatest players in NBA history, and then
Right.
they
Okay.
put the gold logos on the jerseys as well. And then they did
Uh,
like certain like throwback jerseys and stuff like that. That Hawk, yeah, that
it is.
Hawks jersey is insane, insane.
It's such a nice one, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
that and the Sharif Abdur-Rahim like old school Atlanta one that's like the Pistol Pete ones.
yeah, yeah.
They've got so many nice ones, but the shame the team isn't great at the moment. The next one of my favorites. It's a Kings player. Can you guess who that is?
Stojakovic.
That is yes, spot on, phenomenal. I've only seen like the Jason Williams one to these. So when I saw the other page one, I was like, I've got him.
I had a Divac one on the throw.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
there's a Mike Bibby one about as well, but
yeah, yeah. I
which
like
of
the
the,
Mike Bibby Grizzlies. That's the one.
that's the yeah.
Did you do hot water?
Yeah, yeah, I've done. They're I've probably been the most supportive people ever
Oh, have they?
since doing it. Like they're so trustworthy, and if you want to just try out new stuff in front of people, and just arguably the best club in the country, really. Just
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
very supportive and just really nice, and it's great. It's amazing.
You know what? I'm going. Oh, I love stand. I've never been. My wife's been a couple of times, like with work and stuff, but I've never actually been. Probably because I'm scared of Paul Smith, and I've got big
Oh, he's
ears.
lovely. He's one of the nicest people in the world. But
Yeah,
yeah, I can understand that. I can understand why some people are like, I don't want to sit in the front row because
yeah.
they're worried that they're gonna get like ripped to shreds. I don't really have that like approach. I can't go up to like I'm not strong. I'm not the most intimidating looking guy, so I can't go up to someone in the front row and be like,
And take the piss out of him.
yeah, exactly. Next one, OG Sonic's Kemp.
Yeah.
Um, I really look when I first saw this because I when I first started getting into jerseys, I thought that was a fake one, and I didn't realize it was like from the '80s. I was like,
Yeah.
so fake, but it's nice, but not as nice. This is probably my favorite one of all time. Uh, I've got a Durant alternate yellow one.
That's nice, isn't it? I like
It's
the
just
yellow.
yeah, just really looks nice. I just pray for one day that they hopefully will come back. Charlotte Hornets, Larry Johnson, nothing needs to be said.
Yeah.
Classic, really, isn't it? One of the most, I'd say, probably distinct colorways in all of basketball, the Charlotte Hornets one. The next one, the Knicks,
Sotomayor.
Stoudemire, yeah. Don't really know why I've got it, but
It's a sick jersey, though.
yeah, and I was kind of a big Nash fan and Stoudemire fan, so when he
Well,
went to New
I
York,
was when they were at the Suns. That team was
some
unbelievable
there's a
with Sean Marion.
There's a Bill Simmons podcast where he interviews Steve Nash, and they go through like the game seven against the Spurs, and he's just listening to him talk. He's like,
I
he's another
know
one of my favorite players. He's phenomenal.
he's doing a lot at the moment. I think it's with ESPN, interviewing players and stuff. You can
Yeah.
I've seen a couple on Facebook. There was one with RJ Barrett. He's RJ
Oh
Barrett's
yeah.
godfather. Yeah, godfather.
Oh right.
So he's best
Didn't know that.
friends with RJ Barrett's dad. They used to play for
Okay.
Canada together.
Oh sick.
Yeah. So yeah, he did that, and it was really good. It was really good. But that, like, going back to that Suns team, who else was on it? There was like
Uh, Bob
Barbosa,
Barbosa, yeah.
Diaw, Boris Diaw.
Yeah, Boris Dior, yeah. It's
Uh,
just
it was so
Joe
good.
Joe Johnson played with them for a bit before he went to
Yeah.
Atlanta. Yeah,
Quentin Richardson.
Richardson. They're
So,
just great.
do you know what? That team, how didn't that win a championship?
Exactly, exactly. Got to admit, this is a Knicks Walt Frazier, which is
Oh, that's,
quite nice.
yeah, Walt Frazier's he was a beast.
Not really seen that one about.
How did you get into basketball then?
Ooh, uh, strange answer, but the film, Like Mike, have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah,
Right. So I rented that from a video shop. I had no inkling what to expect. I was like, oh, this looks all right. And I was like, really young, watched it. I was like, this is
this is the
amazing.
best
This
thing
is
I've ever seen.
best. A child has Michael Jordan shoes and he can jump like six. This is phenomenal. So I was like, right, I'm hooked now. And then there's so many good cameos in it, like Jason Kidd's in that, Chris Webber,
Is Dirk
Steve Nash.
Nowitzki in it, or have I made that up?
I think Dirk's in it, yeah. Who else is in that? David Robinson.
David
So
Robinson was a beast.
there's just so many people. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I thought, right, I've got to try and absorb as much of this as I can. So I got a few of the games. I think I had NBA Live '04 and then NBA Street. And they were the two that I just religiously
Yeah,
played.
NBA Street was the one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so good.
God, he loved NBA
Volume,
Street.
the Volume 3 one was just, oh, yeah,
Insane.
to the point where I've been on Facebook Marketplace
Trying
to
to
try
find
and
it.
yes to try and buy it because I would happily play that forever. And I was a huge Sonics fan because my last name is Allen, and I thought,
Yeah,
well, who's got a surname the same as me in basketball? and Ray Allen was at the Sonics. And I was like, right, I'll just be a Sonics fan then because
See,
Ray Allen.
there was no, because my surname's Murray. When I first got into basketball, there was Flip Murray, and that was it.
Right.
And now you've got like DeJounte Murray at the
Yeah,
Spurs, who's sick,
he's great.
and uh,
Jamal Murray.
yeah, and Jamal Murray at the Nuggets, which is
Yeah.
like, so now we've got Murrays who are absolutely, and number five, DeJounte Murray's number five as well, and that was my number when I played. So it was like,
Same.
yeah.
There you go.
So, but yeah,
Someone said the Sonics need to come back. They do need to come back.
I know. I don't know what's gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do about that. But there's such a big outcry for the Sonics and the Grizzlies, both to kind of get themselves back in the league. But
when they went, I was fuming, so fuming.
You was just the thing is as well. You were back like you just got KD, and things were starting to look up.
Yeah, I was like, this is amazing. Yeah, we've gone past the days of. Well, I think Luke Babbitt was still there. Ridnour maybe was still there, but yeah, drafting KD, I was like, we're gonna win. We're gonna win the chip, and then a year later they moved to Oklahoma.
I know. I used to like Rashard Lewis when he was at the Sonics. He was a sick player.
Well, the final four. This one, I wonder who this one was off.
Oh, that's such a sick jersey. Like,
mate,
the condition's unreal as well, isn't it?
Mate, phenomenal. I've been after like a Wolves jersey for ages, and then I on the Monday and a Wednesday, if I'm not gigging, there's like a rec session at Cheshire Phoenix, so I tend to wear that when I.
How good, right? I've been to like a few teams now. Like I've been to Manchester, but how well run is Cheshire Phoenix?
Like, you know what? I've only been to like a handful of games, but it's actually really good. Like
the Ellesmere Port, like Sports Village,
yeah.
Thing. It's so well put together. Like I've been to London. I've been watching the Royals and the Lions. The Lions is really good. They play at the Copper Box.
Oh yeah.
Where they did like the boxing and the basketball in the 2012 Olympics.
Oh, sick.
And that's insane. But the Cheshire Phoenix rival anything down there. Honestly, it's so well run, and
it's amazing how full it gets as well. Like I'm surprised
because a lot of teams are struggling to get attendance, but every time I've been watching the Phoenix, they've done really well, and they've always had like plenty people and knowledgeable fans as well who seem to like follow that team. They're not just there because it's like a promotion or something. Like they genuinely love.
Yeah, it's great. The people who I go with, who like play with, who've like lived around there for ages, like know so much about it, and it's amazing to see that there is like, I don't know, it's like a community almost. I used to play basketball for a team called Bromborough Bulldogs when I was younger, and at the end of the year they had an award ceremony, and it got down to me and one other lad, and they'd handed out all the awards, and it was for like MVP, best defense, best scorer, like stuff like that. I think they'd ran out of awards to give to people, so they gave me the award for most fun player.
You are fun though, aren't you? Like you do, like your face screams fun.
Exactly. Honestly, and when I went up to accept it, they went the award for most. I went, what do you mean most fun though? Like, what have I done that's? I think they thought, right, he's been terrible all season. Let's just give him something so it makes him look like he's like final three. Right, we'll get rid of his next Minnesota one. Mitchell and Ness, Garnett.
Oh, I love that jersey.
There's something about the Minnesota ones that are just separate from all the others. Like they've got the fonts individual.
It's the trim, isn't it? The trees. Yeah. The trees around the trim is insane.
Insane. Absolutely insane. This is a, again, going back to Adidas, like the quality they had. This is a sort of like Hardwood Classic Suns jersey.
Penny Hardaway.
But it is Goran Dragic.
Oh, Dragic. I see what you did there.
This is I think this is probably the first one I got. I've got a Suns jumper on today. But I got this from Foot Locker like years and years ago when I first started like.
It's such a nice jersey, that though. So sick.
And then the final one recently. This is a big dog
Yeah.
Bucks jersey. Just I think it's great. Again, I, I don't mind it. I think the recent colour they've got at the moment, Milwaukee, like the cream and green, it's a bit
Mm.
alright. Whereas these
Hasn't
are,
he hasn't Glenn Robinson III, didn't he just sign with the Sixers? Or have I made that up?
I think he may have because he was at the Warriors before, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he come with that like deadline day kind of trade. I can't even remember who they got from us, but I just know we got. I'm sure we got him. Thanks for jumping on,
Hey,
and
thanks for having me. I've had a lovely time.
amazing. And like I say, I'll stay in touch and
Yeah, thanks, man.
stay safe. Look after yourself,
You
and
too, mate.
speak
Wash
soon.
your hands. See you in a bit,
Yeah.
man. See you soon.
See you later. Take it easy.
See
Bye
you,
bye.
mate.